Please excuse the choppiness of this video. I did not realize how tired I was until after I started recording it, but I had to do a lot of editing, a lot of you know. But I hope it's informational for anyone who's listening to it. Hey, what's up, y'all? Sorry about the lighting. It's been 5 months since my last video. My last video was called What I Currently Think About CR England, Part 1. And yes, this is me. I shaved my beard, and is what I look like without my beard. I'm gonna, it's just a quick update. This is gonna be part 2 of that. So I'm just gonna fill you in on the gaps of, what happened from then to now. So, uh, the co-driver I spoke of in my previous video, he got off the truck, not because we couldn't get along or anything like that, but because he got offered a better job with a owner up with CR England, and I talked to him recently, and he's still driving on the same truck, and he still likes it. So whenever he got off the truck, I had to drive solo again, which I did not like that. I was there to make money, and driving OTR with CR England is not worth it. Uh, unless you have like a year to year and a half or more. But even then, it's not really that great pay. So I got another co-driver as soon as possible. He was a student. He just got off of his previous trainer's truck, and I was his phase 2. In a way, I was kind of like a mentor. I was, helping him out, with some of the stuff that his previous trainers just didn't tell him about. Kind of helped him out with his backing and stuff like that. But for my previous video, that was my first home time with CR England. I actually, they were pretty timely with getting me back on the truck. I think it was like a 1-day delay, but that's okay. That happens, So with this other co-driver, we drove for 2 months. No, we drove for about a month and a half, and then I took another home time that was supposed to be 5 days, and it was coming up to 4 days. I called dispatch, and they were like, "Yeah, we'll have he's over in Arkansas right now. We'll have him in Texas by tomorrow, and we can get you picked up, and you can start driving again." I'm like, "Okay, cool, nice." So I got back on the truck 5 days after I was supposed to get back on the truck. So that was a 10-day home time. Now, I'm not going to lie, I enjoyed the time with my family, and, that part was good, but I wasn't making money, and that's the reason why I'm out there. The guy that said, "Yeah, we'll have you back in Texas, or we'll have him back in Texas. You can get back on the truck and everything be good." He was dispatched on a load going to Minnesota. Minnesota. I live in Texas. So when I found out about that, I immediately in my head, I started getting irate, and I called dispatch. I'm like, why is he going to Minnesota? And the guy that I was talking to, he said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna swap trailers with another truck and stuff." That never happened. It was a lie. They told me a lie in order to keep me calm, I guess. I don't know. So he didn't get another truck to take his load and then swap loads, and get down to Texas. That never happened. He went up to Minnesota, and then came back down. And I got back on the truck, and I didn't like that one bit. So I'd already come to the conclusion that before I get back on his truck, I was going to set my next home time for 4 weeks after that. And then whenever I come back home for home time, I'm going to take all my stuff off the truck because I had another company that I was talking to. So when I got off the truck for home time, I got everything off, and I was telling him, I was like, hey, it was good driving with you, and, stuff like that. While I was on home time, I made sure everything was good with the other company before I let CR England know that, yeah, I quit, So I found out everything was good, and then I called CR England. Of course, they didn't answer. I called a few times. Nobody answered. I'm like, I'm not playing this game. I'm not going to be calling all day and then just kind of waiting by my phone, see if somebody's going to call me. So I left a message. I said, I'm this is going to be my last time. I'm not getting back on the truck. I already got another company lined up, and I was very cordial and everything on the message. Apparently, they don't check their messages, so that voicemail box is worthless. It's not there for a reason. I say that because by the time my old co-driver, the one I was driving with, like, he calls me up and he says, hey, did you tell them that you were quitting? I said, yeah, I told them. I left a message. They weren't answering their phones, so I left a message. He said, well, he was getting me a load to go back to pick you up. And he was like in Illinois. And I'm just like, holy crap. That was 5 days after I was supposed to get back on the truck. He was up in Illinois. And I was already on like my second or third load with the other company. And so I think as far as what I gather with CR England, this is my opinion based on my experience with the company, is that they are disorganized. And sometimes they tell you what you want to hear. But other than that, their training program, I would say it's mediocre. It's not really anything to really brag about. But so, I mean, that's my review with CR England. I made some good money with the company. There were times they sent me on loads that made absolutely no sense whatsoever. There was one load they sent me on. I already had a load, but they said, go drop this trailer at this customer's property, and then bobtail to the drop, or to not to the drop yard, to somewhere else. And I'm like, okay, I go over there. The place doesn't even have any kind of affiliation with CR England. They're like, no, you can't drop your trailer here. Your dispatcher can't just send you over here, to drop a trailer when we don't, we don't even know y'all. I mean, they know of us, but we don't do business with them. So she was, the person I was talking excuse me, the person I was talking to, she was like, absolutely not. And so now I'm sitting there like, well, is it okay if I sit here until I figure out what's going on? You know, I got to call dispatch. Dispatch had to call this person. That person had to call this person. And then they were just like, all right, well, just take the trailer over here where, you know, go. I think they told me to go to a truck stop or something. Yeah, no, it was unreal. There were a few instances like that. Yeah, I hate to talk bad about them. You know, I hate to do that because I for the most part I enjoyed working for CR England. I just wouldn't be caught dead signing a contract with them, getting my CDL through that company because they pay the students that don't have any experience. They pay them crumbs. I mean, they'll eat a big dinner, and then whatever's left on the plate, they just kind of scrape it off to the students. I don't know. That's one way of putting it, I guess. But as far as like safety is concerned, they put forth a good effort to make sure that people are safe. They're doing things the right way. They have certain policies that I'm just like, I mean, that's good. As a team driver, you can make some good money if you already have experience. If you go in as a student, you're not gonna start off making anything. You got to work your way up from what was it, 17 cents is what they start you out at, 17 cents a mile as a team driver. I think it's a solo. No, yeah. As a solo driver, you make like 27 cents per mile. No, no. If you don't have any experience. But, anyways, that's what I think about them. They're good and the bad, and it's. I wouldn't drive for them again, just because they they're unorganized. But for the most part, other than that, they're okay. Y'all take it easy. In my next video, I'm going to be reviewing another company that I drove for, and I'm going to start reviewing companies like that. But y'all take it easy. Be safe. Keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down.